Alright, let's hope this run goes better than the last one. Let's start by getting a good starting skull. Am I a joke to you? Do I need to buy like upgrades from him? Alright, give me another one. Give me another one. I mean, the spear isn't bad, I suppose. Explosions. Can I get another one? Yes, I'm greedy. Give me other thing. They seem to have a lot more limited, like, inventory, because we seem to keep on getting the same things from them. But hey, I bought some extra ones. Wait, what skill is on this one? Dash attack increases. Okay. Surprise, I'm down here now. All part of the plan. What skill is on the mummy helmet? Mummy bomb, okay. Same as last time. Let's hope the run doesn't end up the same as last time. Okay, I see. I'm gonna have to look into seeing if mine does that, because that is a good idea. Because I don't even want to go out for basic necessities right now, really. The post has got to be under a hell of a lot of strain though. I'm still waiting for some packages to arrive. Not even food, I just mean like in general. Sword? Just because I don't want the mummy again? Sure. It's me, Little Skellington! Ooh, poison powers, it's not bad. The 5% attack increase is actually, or speed is making a difference too. I'm slicing like Sonic in that game where he had a sword. That's a real thing, look it up. Your wife works for Morrison's, people are just crazy. Yep. I mean, that's what Hysteria will do. People who are not used to living sedentary lifestyles locked indoors are going to be really, really struggling for a while. For a long while. Hello, Robin. Ooh, this looks especially fancy. Is there a reason for that? Oh, we just get an item as well. Okay. Weird. Let them have cake. Gargoyle is not what I'm looking for, unfortunately. Oh, I'd say 2 months is optimistic. For, like, full back to normal. That's why it's a good time to just buckle down, find something long term you want to watch, get distracted, take up a hobby. That reminds me, there's a new season of Nailed It on Netflix. I just started watching it before the stream earlier. It's not good so far, unfortunately, because they've continued with what they did with season 3, which was get more and more, what's the polite word? Cookie people. So it's just incredibly irritating to watch. I make up for not having a personality by acting zany. You know, basically like every big YouTuber. That's who they have on. No, we're not gonna get... It's not gonna be, like, super long if everybody bloody just does what they need to do. Like, even the worst hit part of China is getting relatively back to normal, right? They're allowed out and whatnot now. I was confused about what I got hit by there, but I walked into the spike on the wall. Don't don't trust China. I mean, I don't implicitly. Yeah, Tiger King is great. I watched that on my day off. It's not a particularly long watch because it's only like 6 episodes. It's good though. I'm not talking about it until much later on to avoid spoilers. Because again, it's new and it's worth watching. It's utterly crazy and it's real life. Movement speed increased by 7. Oh, we saw this last time. Whee! That could be really useful for getting some like missed secrets. The cooldown on it for not being anything related to damage is a little long. B-Stars is really good for a furry anime. I'm not going to say hard pass because I don't know how desperate I'm going to get for content to watch. It's going to be a soft pass for me on that. Plus there's plenty of other good anime on Netflix I still never got around to watching, like One Punch Man is on there and I've not watched that. That was so much easier than last time. Max HP by 20, become invincible for 1 second. Whoops. Sure. Just one good skull. Just one good skull though. Just for the flying, why not? The slam might be good. Let's give that a try. Made myself invincible for a second, bitch. Give me the TLDR on what Cannon Busters is. Unfortunately, the kind of content I like watching right now is going to be in short supply because I like watching like battle reports for tabletop games. It's just what I'm really into at the moment, and they're mostly going to stop. Oh, there was one that made me kind of be like, oh, I don't know about that. It wasn't filmed recently. It was still when a flagship gaming store was open, and one of the people filming it had latex gloves on so that they were, watching what they were touching, etc. But it was obviously just when the outbreak was kind of starting in America, so there wasn't stringent rules in place. And in the background, you could very distinctly hear someone with a chronic cough. That was very, very unsettling. Two robots and an immortal idiot go on search for a prince after a coup in a fantasy kingdom. Isn't that the 7 Deadly Sins premise? What the hell noise was that? That was a new weird noise from my watch. Huh. So yeah, as much as I'd like to see more wargaming battle reports and whatnot going forwards, they're probably going to be few and far in between. 7 Deadly Sins is a princess searching for her missing warriors. That's kind of close. Wait, just make myself invincible and get the thing. The attack up is mine, Earthman! Well, I do have one other thing to talk about that isn't Corona related, so let's distract ourselves with that. It's Square Enix's very bizarre approach to the Final Fantasy VII Remake launch, because as you're probably aware, it's released already in Australia. Some other retail places are getting it early to try and make sure it's shipped out in time for people who are in areas where deliveries are bad. And the people who do get it early are probably not going to be aware of this, but Square Enix is being very, very militant about nothing of the game being posted prior to April 10th. So obviously I get their emails about codes and stuff. I don't think I'm going to get one because, well, obvious reasons, but I get to see all their information. So they're like, you must not do any spoilers prior to April 10th, you must not stream or post content on it, and we will be going after any footage posted before that. Not just from content creators, which is really, really dodgy, because people who got it early from the store are not bound by any kind of NDA or embargo. And they make it sound like it's because they don't want the game to be spoiled for anyone. Like they're very like, please don't spoil anything in this game that's 20 years old, which granted there'll be people who have never played it because they weren't alive when it originally released, even though it's been as recently re-released as 2 years ago on the Switch, I think, or 1 year ago on the Switch, but either way. What I think they mean is that not everybody knows that Final Fantasy VII Remake is not the full game. It's barely a quarter of the full game, and the rest will presumably be coming later. Bomber, but it's got a different coloured head. So I think what they mean by spoiler is they don't want people to work out that it's probably not particularly long, and that it is not the full game. You're going to have to buy 3 full price games, most likely, to get it. Gain a shield of 20 for 4 seconds. So I think they're being a little bit scummy, and Square Enix, like, it's mostly the Japanese side of Square Enix. They're very odd. They're good with content creators for the most part, but they're very, very odd. Like all those bunch of their games where they have that pop-up button where it's like, yes, you can stream or play this as long as you're talking over it, but if you ever just play the music, we will sue your ass off. You're not allowed to hold a private concert. It's very bizarre. Well, I guess it wants me to try this, huh? Hi, it's me. I have bomb. That sucks. Hello, Lord Psychon. But it's already out there in previews. Why worry about it now? Because I think they're hoping for people just being distracted and not knowing. Because I think they're worried about how it's going to do as a result. Also, there will be no reviews posted before launch day. At least not by content creators or anything, because they're not sending out codes until launch day. Which is also a big warning sign. So I think they are worried about something. And it ain't Corona. It's probably bereft of content. The extra stuff is probably going to be tedious fetch quests. And people are going to get to the end of Midgar being like, oh hell yeah, this is where the game actually opens up. And then it just ends and says like, come back in a year. And normally I wouldn't immediately presume something is that dodgy for a company like Square Enix, but they're being so weird about such a big game that it's making me very, very suspicious. Like, super suspicious. Also Leroy Jenkins. Just ends and says thanks for the money, sucker. It wouldn't surprise me. For some reason that attack got through your shield, little man. By which I mean large lad. Oh, he almost got away with that. Yeah, damage isn't as good as it could be once again. Hopefully he's countering his heal. Ooh, it's the Thor stick. That's good. That said, I do still want to play it. I don't think I'm going to get a review key. I'm probably going to wait now because I'm like, I don't know, my sixth sense for something being dodgy is just it's going off. They don't normally act like this for their releases. So it's... I'm too suspicious about it. You can be the canary? Sure. Are you getting it digitally, or have you already ordered a physical copy? Thunderwolf. What's the name of that 80s program about the helicopter? It was Thunder something. Was it Thunderwolf? It might have been. Digitally, because have you seen the world right now? I haven't been outside. Airwolf, that was it. Thank you. That was actually just a trap to make everybody who is a boomer in chat reveal themselves. And they fell for it. Sick 'em! Go cough on them. Thundercats? It was a helicopter, yeah. Starring Jan Michael Vincent. And then when it flopped, he became a horrible alcoholic. I think it lasted a few seasons though. But everybody knows Thundercats, because even if they weren't alive for the original, there was that anime remake. Which is apparently pretty good, but still got canned. I don't know, I didn't watch it. That was apparently not really about attack helicopters. Well, that was just all their genders. So, you know, they didn't really draw attention to it. It was really good and they cancelled it. Canned it, rather. Oh, we're already on the boss. Don't have a good setup for this. Like, actually, the gargoyle might be okay because it can float and attack. Although, getting up actual inclines is kind of hard because of the way he moves. I remember the cartoon Visionaries. I had books about Visionaries. I still have a couple of their toys in the cupboard somewhere, but they're mangled. Get him, Thor! Did not expect the hand to come from the same direction. Ooh, I did not expect that either. Hey, I took damage even though I went invincible. He's going to do his other purple thing again in a second. Or not, didn't get the chance. Wait, there was a Visionaries NES game? That I do not remember. Don't think I played that. Move behind the nearest enemy on the ground. Trace of an evil spirit. Neat. What else is this invincibility giving me? More max HP. Huh. Nothing personnel would work better with certain masks. Skulls. I do remember mask, now that we've been mentioning the word so much. I always wanted a bunch of mask toys, but they were always too expensive because I was poor. Like they had that awesome petrol station base that turned into like the secret garage. I had a bunch of their VHS tapes though. Did not expect you to reach that. Mask was one of those programs that had the end of episode terrible, like, moral messages, right? Kind of like He-Man did. I seem to remember them from the old cassettes. But he does not care if he hits all his teammates. G.I. Joe did as well. I'm pretty sure Mask did. Like, I have vague memories of the kid of the lead guy and his robot that turns into a moped. Talking to the camera about, like, stealing or getting in trouble. and they're in a garden. Like, I have really strong memories of that, but I don't remember the specifics. Stingray, I don't remember. Or maybe I do, I just didn't know the name. Do you remember Centurions? Because I always, like, whenever I try and remember them, I always get Visionaries and Centurions mixed up. Centurions had those awesome, like, suit-up moments where they get different suits and they all attach to their bodies. I had a few of those toys. Didn't Captain Planet have a character's cousin die from an overdose? That I do not remember. There was one about a house party in Mask. It might be that one I'm remembering. If those PSAs are on YouTube, I'll look into it. Because I know all those old terrible Sonic ones are. That was actually good use of that invincibility of 1 second there. Good helmet, please? Yeah, I know I said helmet. It's good. It is good. Which skill is it? Oh, new one. Highlight. Someone saw into there flinging multiple knives in random directions. Okay. Luke remembers Centurions. I remember. Yeah, I'm not used to this skill. I've never had this skill in this one before, so it's going to take some getting used to. I'll be taking my regen now. Gonna kill you. Happy Jester here to murder you. Well, at least you've given me something to watch now, because I'm probably going to go watch like 80s and 90s cartoon intros after this. What other ones are we forgetting of the big bunch? Jason the Wheeled Warriors. Said Thundercats, Mask, Inspector Gadget. I don't remember any other really big ones. Oh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, of course. Sorry, Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, as they were known here. The X-Men, yep, they had that awesome animated intro. I had a bunch of turtle toys because they were cheap. Oh, that I forgot to show off those toys from the 80s and 90s I found. You know what, next time I have the dog cam on, I'll just show them on that. As long as I get reminded, because I'll totally forget. We weren't allowed to watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because it was too religious. I know you mean because your family was too religious, but I love the idea that the turtles were too religious. Yeah, it wasn't called ninjas in the UK because in the early 90s anything ninja related was being blamed for children hurting themselves, so it was changed to Hero Turtles. And any scene of Michelangelo using his nunchucks was edited out, so every episode seemed like Michelangelo did absolutely nothing. No tie. Ulysses, I remember the name, but I don't remember much about it. You got a mix of ninjas and heroes, so the episode intro changed. Brave Star. See, that's another one that's like, it's tugging at my memory, but I can't picture it at all. That's why in a later season, Michelangelo used the grappling hook a lot. That I didn't remember either. I just remembered that they edited out the nunchucks. Because nunchucks are evil! Your mate is dead, what will you do now? Oh, just walk away, I guess. Highest redeemed getting a pun read out? That is very out of character. Hire a new one in this economy? They're nuts. I was hoping the smile damage would go through his block, but it does not. Oh Christ, it's a long one, hang on. I hear skeletons like to play the saxophone, though I think the trombone would be better, but tibia, honest. Both can be humorous. Wouldn't want to hurt your funny. But these are many puns, you only get one, so now you're in debt to me by 20,000. I'm not reading the rest. Also, don't steal my ESO character set. He'll sue you. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles rip-off T-Rex. I do not remember. Oh wait, was that like the T-Rexes that had like guns and stuff strapped to them? I vaguely remember that. Did they have power armor? Ooh. How many spirits do we have? Speed, speed. Nope. Ah, we're full. Yeah, the explosion's getting rid of that, it's fine. That little bit of the music that's playing right there is Rogue Legacy music. Like, I distinctly remember that from the Rogue Legacy soundtrack. There's a shark knockoff. Street Sharks, I remember the name again. I do not remember anything else. I'm thinking of Zoids. Ah, okay. I remember those having expensive toys as well. But even back then, toys were so expensive. Like, I wanted all the Dinobots that looked awesome. The original Transformer toy Dinobots. Could never buy one. They were too expensive. I remember them being like £17. That was a lot of money back then, especially if you're poor. Barely. Invincible for a second. Gotcha. You. You're lucky that statue was there to absorb all that damage. Just you, she says as she dies. Dungeons and Dragon cartoon, I remember that. Something getting binged. Crispy, stop liking my tweets. Tanks generate a 5% chance of burning enemies. I don't need the Garlean medal anymore. There's no use to having it, we've got plenty of cash. Oh, the screams of innocence. Why childhood cartoons? Because there's bugger all else to talk about except the virus that's killing us all. So we just kind of went off on a tangent that was reminding us of when times were happier. You know how it is, that old chestnut. Get your maid ass out of here. Good skull, good skull, good. I even called it a skull, you better give me something good. It has the good skill. I'll take it. Actually, that's a different skill. I thought it was the all-around, like, kunai's coming out of the ground skill. Okay, we're still going to rely on the clown mostly, but that's good. Remember when I said I'd rely on the clown? I lied. It's doing okay damage. Tailspin, DuckTales. Batman animated series. That's watchable as an adult, can confirm. It was written very maturely. There's a Captain Planet tabletop RPG. I also just finished watching Batman Balls, like at Christmas time, but I have recently rewatched it. And yeah, all the Adam West Batman. I'm just going to cheat my way up here if you don't mind. Now I'm going to go back down here. Out of range of that healer, ideally. Get him, Thor! Should have used invulnerability there. That's the only bad thing about that skill, is if there's anything in the background that's destroyable, it will prioritize damaging that. Which kind of sucks. For the boss fight, that shouldn't matter. Thanks for the assist. Might only freeze the one. Killed his friend. I don't really remember much of Gargoyles. I do remember it, just not something I watched. No healing. No healing, even yourself. What's kicking? Oh, the flame thing is kicked in. That's why I've got that effect, I think. Like I've got the angry lines above my head, or wherever it is. I'm choosing to believe it's lightning. Good skull, good skull, good. It's not gonna be great. No, no Kratos. You failed me for the last time until they buff you, I think. I did not expect to jump up that high. Still another one, I think. No? No, never mind. Yeah, I'm up here. What are you gonna do about it? There is no escape, little man. Little skin suit. Oh, it's this room. Oh! I managed to do that first try the first time I got this room, and now I can't reenact it. There's a healing shrine. And a healer. It's just... that's too much inbuilt healing, honestly. Thanks. Just wanted to heal. I'll be leaving now. So many smiley faces. Who told me about Furry Royale? What? you talking about paladins? Because if you're not talking about that, I have no idea. Oh, sorry, I missed a pun. Redemption. Yesterday a clown held the door open for me. It was such a nice gesture. Jester. I ruined your pun. What a shame. Sorry, my bad. I mean, I've known about Paladin since it was made. It was a topic of conversation fairly often when we were playing Overwatch. A little bit disturbed I knew what you were talking about because it's not a battle royale. We've only had one session with it so far. We'll probably play some more tomorrow, but it was fun, yeah. It helps that we had a 100% win rate, which was nice. Some of the old Overwatch skills came back. But that was with a full roster because it was a free weekend, so presumably it's not. Like I might have to just like buy the thing that gives you all the characters because I hate having limited choice to the rotation. Is that Chris B liking more of my goddamn tweets? Stop it! That was my go live tweet. Who faves a go live tweet? You're here laughing to yourself knowing that it annoys me. Create a 20 HP barrier until you clear 3 maps. Attack speed up would be... Is that jetpack? Dashing generates a mana mass? I don't fully understand. Having 2 speed skulls? Oh, I had 2 speed skulls. No, I don't. That would have been really, really interesting. What can I get rid of? Attack speed down by 5% to get another 10% is perfectly fine. I know the movement speed drops, but that's fine. So I still have enough left for dashing generates a mana mass, a time delayed explosion. 5% chance on every attack to burn doesn't sound good on paper, but because I'm attacking so frequently, I think it's better than it might appear. That one does nothing for us on the boss. Yeah, I think I'm going to get rid of that and get the jetpack. Plus it'll let us try something we haven't had before. It's like the Metroid bomb. Get him, Thor. So many smiley faces. Shiny, happy people. Oh yeah, dash more. Leave little presents behind. Happy little trees. They don't seem to do much damage, but that's okay. Killing them a little bit faster. Yeah, but for like 12 or £16 or something, you can buy all available characters plus any feature characters because it's using the Smite model. I know that's separate from like the Battle Pass. What is this? But that's fine. I just want access to the characters. I won't do nearly as well when I'm not playing the ones that are just... It is a set price, yeah. Oh, I guess this is just a bug. I won't do nearly as well once I start using characters that are actually different from Overwatch characters. That's okay, because if I have access to all of them and I just want to do a little bit better, I'll play one of the characters I know what I'm doing with. Boom. Oh, it's 30? Oh, if it was only on sale for the weekend, then it might be more. I don't know. I haven't checked. I haven't loaded it up since the weekend. Or whenever it was we tried it. Be gone, maid. Especially you with the plates. I'll break your shield. He did not in fact break his shield. His friend, however, kept on hitting him. More big guys. Thanks for the assist, big guy. Oh, he doesn't interrupt his friend though. He hits them, he doesn't interrupt them. Okay, we can work with that. Okay. This might end up unlocking Gods the hard way and it took forever. I don't remember if I had access to all of them. Leroy Jenkins. I did not expect you to jump over there, little man. Also, that was just a terrible time for me to fall down there. We would have had that if we had a better damaged skull. That's 2 runs in a row where we just had pathetic damage. What shall we buy? Anything new? New. Could almost have afforded something new. Skill cooldown. More max HP is probably a good idea. There. We spent, we saw, we conquered. Since we can't make ourselves any stronger though, it's going to be a while before we get any progress, I feel. I don't know if they lowered the general damage of some of the skulls. I know we had like really good ones in the one where we got to the 3rd area, but we have no more levels to buy, so... Thank you, Shady. Very important, this part. That funds the next run.